President Clinton will join us here on the stage to address the issues of jobs and the economy. Needless to say, we are honored to have him with us.
As many of you know, I'm proud to be a former senior official in President Clinton's administration. I'm even more proud to reflect upon how much I've learned from him during his years in office. President Clinton is a man of great diligence, enthusiasm, and innovation. I was fortunate to gain so much experience from a man who was successful in putting America back to work. In 1992, that was something we frequently discussed. And in 2012, we faced this challenge once more. President Clinton, these partnerships are based on the lessons you impressed upon me to collaborate, to listen, to look out for everyone, but most of all, to lead. Lead with vision, passion, purpose, and power.
So the most important thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you for being here together. Thank you for building these alliances. Thank you for understanding intuitively that creative cooperation works better than constant conflict. Essentially, we're living in the most interdependent age in human history. I mean, just look around here today. If we had had this meeting in Jacksonville 40 years ago, would it have looked like this? There wouldn't be as many different skin colors in the room. There wouldn't be nearly as many women in the room. There wouldn't be as many young people in the room. Most people would look like me, old gray-haired white guys in suits. Now, I will say I'm very grateful that my demographic has not been entirely excluded from this meeting. I thank you for that. But this is the wave of the future. And we all, each in our own way, have to figure out how to make this work. We grow stronger because of our diversity. We go stronger because of our different experiences, the different ways our brains work, the way we come to different opinions about the world, the way the world should be approached. And it all works if our goal is to synthesize our differences and come up with a common approach. What is succeeding everywhere in the world today are networks of creative cooperation. And yet, what is holding our country back, I think as much as anything else, is apparently irreconcilable conflict. If you know where you want this economy to go over the next 5 or 10 years, you need to rig your education system to produce people who can fill that economy. What works are when people sit down and work together. Not because they don't argue, not because they don't have differences of opinion, but because their goal is to use their differences to create strength in unity to take a new direction. The issue in America is not whether we're going to go right or left. The issue is whether we're going to go forward or stay stuck right where we are. And so you've made a decision to go forward. I'm very proud of your mayor because he instinctively gets this. But your fellow Americans, we all have a decision to make. We're either going to share the future in a positive way, or we will be condemned to share it in a negative way. Because interdependence is simply a fancy way for saying divorce is not an option. You may be able to get away from your neighbors for an hour or so, but not permanently. All over the world, all the borders look more like nets than walls. And so we just have to keep finding a way to build shared responsibilities and shared prosperity. I'd say you've got a great head start. Keep it up. Thank you very much.